Hello YouTube. I'm back with another video. This is going to be the first episode in a series with the city title being New Borough. This city is going to be based on either, you can say, New York City, Philly, probably those two. Not really other cities that are, built, going to be built like the city I'm making so far. But this is going to probably be one of my biggest projects, you can say, because they say there's no limits in this game. So me being me, I'm going to put that to the test and see what the limits are. I was told by Q8, the limit is 2 billion in this game. Like 2 billion what? 2 billion objects, 2 billion nodes, 2 billion. I'm very confused on 2 billion, but it sounds like a large number that I probably won't be able to hit ever. But knowing me, I probably will hit that limit for some reason. I don't know why. I just got that type of luck, I just have that type of luck. But yeah, I just wanted to, bring this project to you all, just because I love building cities. I love building big cities. I love building public transit. And also in this game, one of my favorite things right now is how they scale public transit and the ridership. Like in Cities 1, it was not scaled like this. Like it was scaled like every 10 minutes, which is kind of weird if you think about it. Like if you're moving forward in time, that's like every 10 minutes is like a month, right? It should be, at least. I don't know what how long it took to get through a month in Cities 1. But the way they scale public transit in this game is actually, it kind of can, like, I feel like you can actually hit 1 million monthly riders if you do it right. Like if they release mods, and stuff like that, like, Metro Overhaul mod and, Move It and things like that, you can definitely, like, structure your subways, your buses, your public transit network in ways and get ridership numbers that you couldn't even get in Cities 1. Like that. This agent limit is insane, like insanely high. Right now I'm building, or not building, but terraforming the land to get it, how I want it to, get it. I usually like building cities that are constricted by land. So if you think about cities that are constricted by land, you think Washington D.C., Seattle, New York City is probably the biggest city in the U.S. that's constricted by land, just because it's surrounded by water on all three sides. Water being the Hudson River, East River, New York Bay, Atlantic Ocean, Long Island Sound, Harlem River, and like what other rivers are there? What other waterways? There's a lot of other waterways in New York City that just, constrict the land and make it hard to navigate the city by car, at least. So if you think about it, there are only 3 ways into Manhattan from New Jersey: the Holland Tunnel, Lincoln Tunnel, and the George Washington Bridge. And I love the idea of just constricting the land for my cities. Like I love making drivers I love making drivers go around and go the long way, Here you see I'm kind of doing a Manhattan grid. So I was thinking I wanted to do a Philly grid, but this game kind of, the grids and the cells are so large that it kind of, I don't know. I don't think I would want to do a Philly type of grid in the city. So I just went with a Manhattan type of grid. Usually, longer blocks, things like that. Here you see kind of the way I was going with the land is basically the north is connected to the mainland, and the southern tip of I would say this is a peninsula. I'm not gonna say it's an island. I think it's a peninsula. Southern tip of the peninsula is constricted on all 3 sides by either this river, other river, and the estuary. that is in between the rivers, and that's where the downtown will sit. In the future episode, I will. I mean, you can probably see at the ending cinematics and the beginning cinematics, a preview that I've been working on. Like, I have so much stuff that you haven't seen so far, and I hope you guys will look forward to. So I will be releasing those episodes, I would say, weekly. Also, if you want a preview of every episode, like, I'm literally streaming the city on Twitch, and I literally just cut it up and make it into a video and then do a voiceover on it. So, I can bring it to YouTube, because YouTube is a different type of platform. YouTube is more of a, I would say, a shorter form of content if you can't sit through the stream. So, I mean, I'm not saying, like, if you can't sit through the stream, that's a bad thing. So, because I love support no matter what it is, even if it's on YouTube and Twitch. But also, I'll leave a link to my Twitch down below in the description. I'm usually live every single day. I'll be going back to work on Monday. I'm recording this on a Friday. No, I'm recording this on a Thursday. The video's uploading at 12. And feature me. You better upload this video at 12. Do not skip on the time. But also, if you're enjoying the video so far, let me know. Let me know things I could do different and things like that. I feel like the soundtrack for this video was A1. Oh my god, I love the music in this video. It's just so calming, and I'm watching the video back, and it's like, oh my god, bro. I can literally just sit here and just, chill, man. So let me know if you're enjoying the video or enjoying the music in this video. Here right now, I kind of want to do a different thing with the grid and have it offset because of all right, so when people make cities, right, they usually avoid using the land to their advantage to know what type of grid that they want. So you see how the land is kind of slanted? I kind of used the edge of that and made a grid off of that, so it was easier to get the orientation for the grid. And that's how usually cities are. Like Brooklyn and Queens is just like, it's kind of built off of the way the land was before the roads. Like, the roads obviously weren't there before. So another city that's like that is not Washington DC, because Washington DC is a master plan city. Boston is another good example. Philly is a good example. So I like changing the grid up. I don't want it to be like so gritty that it's impossible for you to escape it. Basically, I don't want to surround everybody with just grids and things like that. Also, it's not good for traffic. I know my city is gritty, but it's not good for traffic, Yeah, here is kind of complicated because in this game the zones break really, really bad. So I'm trying to figure out how to fill this in without breaking the grid too much, because we don't have curved buildings in this game yet. We don't have corner buildings at certain angles and things like that. So it's kind of hard to make grids, or not grids, but like offset rows and rows that come in at an angle, because it could go either good or bad depending on how the road is connected. Also, one of my favorite things in this game is the snapping. You can kind of slide it over one cell or two cells. That's one of my favorite things in this game. And the roundabout feature, I haven't really touched it yet, but I don't like the way that it messes up the grid. Like, you seen how it was just like it took one out on each corner. It's kind of weird to me. I don't know. I don't think it should be like that. I feel like it should be a different way. one of the things in this game that I'm not enjoying is how easy the grids break. Like, oh my god, it's so bad. Maybe I'm just using the wrong setting, but it is so bad how bad the grids break, or how easy the grids break. Cities 1, the grids did not break like this. I'm probably using the wrong setting, but it's, oh my god, it's so bad. Also, I'm a public transit nerd, and I just love metros and buses and making good transit networks. Like in my previous cities, I used to, try to make, the city have high ridership. In this game, it scales so well. It scales so well. Like it says 33,000 riders per month. That's kind of actually realistic for the size of your city. Like, oh my god, depending on how big you can make your population, I'm pretty sure they say there's no limit. So I'm gonna try to get as many people in this city as possible before my computer fries. Also, when I get to do public transit, I would love, like, I had this idea where I take take people's opinion into consideration for building public transit. Like, you know how the government has to get things approved and things like that. I kind of wanted to do something like that on this channel, where the viewers can control, like, if projects get done or not. Like, if you're interested in that, like, let me know down below in the comments, because if you would love that, like, I would love that. Like, I would love that so much. Like, because New York is, like, notorious for, like, not getting things done on time or not getting things done at all. I mean, anything in the US is not really getting done at all, to be honest. So I just kind of wanted to, leave it up to the viewers if you want to get things approved and things like that. But I do like building public transit. So like, if anybody had any ideas of how I would implement that or things like that, because that would be fire. Oh my god, I would love to do that. And plus, it gives me interaction with all you, so it engages how interactive you guys are with the series and how much you love it versus how much you hate it, or don't like the ideas that's going on. Right now, I've cut, like, right here in this corner, like where the grid kind of breaks into, like, 3 different types of grids. I'm getting the Boston vibe a little bit, like, off of that. Like, you know how on what is it, the west side of Boston downtown, it's kind of like that type of grid right there. Yeah, I'm kind of getting those type of vibes. Again, grid breaking. They need to fix that. Also, I need to talk about my experiences. A lot of you seen my previous video. I'm hoping that, like, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But my experience, I'm probably gonna put this into, like, a dedicated video, because I wanted to go into in depth more about this subject. I literally have not been able to play on the gaming PC that I literally built for this game, and it's kind of crazy that we're about, was it a week and a half into this game, and we only got 2 patches, and it literally has not fixed my crashing, my blue screens, nothing at all. But I'll go deeper into this in another video, because this is insane that I have to deal with this. Insane. Here I'm just making this, I guess, this little triangle useful, because I couldn't think of a way to make a grid look good right here. So I just cut it off, and not cut it off, but filled the space with either schools, kind of like a park, things like that. Just because it's really, really hard in this game to make, or not to make, but to put buildings on weird or odd angles. So I just fill them with either a park or a school or things like that, just to fill it in, so it's not empty space. Plus, it's good for the environment, right? Because there's pollution in this game, air pollution and all that. Here's the Riverside Highway. We go to the Crosstown Highway right here, and this is going to be a part of the interstate system. Don't know where this interstate is actually yet. I'll probably come out with that at a later date. Also, there will probably be no live play in this video, just because of the footage that I have is so much, and I wanted to get this video out on time. I'm not compromising by any means, but I wanted to, get this video out and show you what I've been working on since I've been gone. Here is the interchange this is a big interchange. No inspiration for this interchange, actually. This is just me freestyling it. But between two major interstates. Also, I'm using the dev tool so I can get kind of like road anarchy and things like that, because I can't live without my mods, unfortunately. I'm going through mod withdrawal. I'm over here shaking. Shaking, I tell ya. This is one of my more impressive interchanges that I think I've made in the city or in this game so far, because I'm still getting used to the road tools, no matter if I got road anarchy or not, because oh my god, the road tools are kind of wonky, but they're so fire. They're really good, but it's just kind of hard to use them just because of how restricted we are, just because we don't have mods. And believe it or not, oh my god, mods help so much. Mods are needed for these type of games. I'm sorry, it's really hard to play this game vanilla, or it's hard to play City Builders vanilla, or City Skylines in general vanilla. I couldn't do it on Cities 1, and I'm probably not gonna be able to do it in this game either. So I needed these mods. I need at least these mods. I need no controller. That's one. I need Move It. That's two. And I need TMPE, because you can't, bro. The traffic AI in this game is smart, but so dumb at the same time. So dumb. It's hard to justify why these people switch lanes where they switch lanes. I love it. I love the traffic flow in this game, though. I love it. I love it. It's kind of realistic too. Oh my god, I love the road tools, but oh my god, they're so wonky. They are so wonky. Here I'm just starting to plot things down because I wanted to get an idea how the downtown is, and just get a gauge of the skyline. You'll probably see in the cinematics at the end. Um, a sneak peek of things to come with the series. Again, I've been working so hard. Um, Again, if you want to catch me live, like I stream the city, so I'm gathering content when I'm playing it and streaming it. So if you want to watch me early before the episodes come out, I'm usually streaming the city on Twitch again. But yeah, I just wanted to get a gauge of how the skyline is gonna be. I don't think I want it too like New Yorky, but don't want it too small like Phillies. So I'm kind of going in between with a lot of high-rise skyscrapers, and I just wanted to feel bigger than, like, I wanted to feel like a mega city, A lot of these assets in the game are like really really good. They're 1-to-1 scale also, so that's a good thing. So when height maps come out, they're the game takes that into account. Like, if you can probably do a 1-to-1 series. I'm waiting for the big map mod out or to come out by Algernon. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the TMP mod and the Move It mod. Oh yeah, this game has so much potential. It's just like, this game kind of came out too early, but I'm happy it's out because I don't think I could have waited any much longer for this game. Here I'm starting a rail yard. Trains in this game are so smart also. Like, the train AI is A1. Absolutely A1. The port is kind of I would say it's pretty small, but across the river, when I eventually get to across the river, it's probably gonna be the industrial center of my city because of all the land that's over there. Like, here is just a swab of land that I dedicated to industrial and the port. So I kind of wanted to, give it a port on this side, but the bigger port is definitely gonna be on the other side of the river. I love the way the trains, I love the way I did this because the trains going over it looks so sick. Well, I'll probably get a cinematic in the next video of it because, oh my god, y'all need to see it. Y'all need to see it. And I love the way the angles work with the trains because before they would, snap and it would look so ugly. The trains, oh my god. They don't even lift off the ground. The wheels turn with them. Like, and the pantographs go. Dude, the attention to detail in this game is so insane. Here I'm just adding the switches from the rail yard to the I guess that's kind of the main line. It's just going over this interstate. So I'm just adding the switches so the trains can come in or out without having to just constrain to one tire track. Here I'm just adding more rail to the ports and the port stations just so it can eventually get rail going to the port, so we can get industrial out and things like that. Here I'm circling the rail around the cargo terminal, just so I can get the rail just in between the river and the cargo terminal, because I kind of wanted to just again constrict the land, have the land be built around a certain thing. Like the rail was probably there first before then the roads and all those things, and they claimed the waterfront. I'm resorting back to old City Skylines tricks, making curves in this game. Yeah, making that curve beautiful. Making that curve beautiful. I mean, the curves in this game are beautiful in general, to be honest. Also, in the next episode, it's gonna be about detailing the rail yards and all the other things around the industrial area, around the map, things like that. Just because the detailing tools in this game are, like, at this point, are really good for what we have. Like, you can make things look so nice in this game without having the props, because right now we kind of don't have props, but we do have props, but you can't delete the props, or maybe I don't know how to delete them, but it's kind of different in a way you have to go about detailing things. Here I'm doing a little bit more popping before I get back into the rail and the train station. Because these assets, oh my god, they're so fire. They're so fire. The way these buildings add to the skyline is underrated. Like these signature buildings, these assets, oh my god, they did a really good job with these assets. I see why they couldn't reuse those previous City Skylines 1 assets in this game, because the things in this game that you have to do to kind of upgrade it to that, like to make it on par with the assets that are already in the game, you probably have to add windows reflections, like depth to the windows, something behind the windows, and it's just, I see why they couldn't do it, but I understand. And going forward, I hope and pray that they find a way to add these assets back into the game. Here I'm placing down the train station, and this is probably going to be the final piece of the puzzle in this port area on the riverside, or on the west riverside, I guess you could say. That complex curve is so nice. I don't think I used that tool yet, but it is so nice and so underrated for all the tools that are already in the game. People say it's complicated, but it's kind of useful if you really think about it. Like if you're connecting 2 points that are offset from each other and you use that tool to bridge the gap between that, like it becomes one of the top tools in the game easily. I erased this because the turn was too sharp, and the trains I don't think would realistically make that turn. Again, I'm just easing out the curves because I don't want the trains coming there too hot, looking like they're breaking each other. I hope they add signals to this game. Shout out to Davo, but signals are definitely needed in this game. Just because, like, they already got traffic lights, so, signals would definitely be easy to put into the game, I think. Here I'm just finishing up the crosstown highway, because it has to turn east after it goes over these rails, and it kind of was complicated, getting this interchanging, just because of where the rails are, the building right next to it, and just everything in the area, just making it kind of constrained with space. Just because you have to adhere to like certain guidelines when making ramps and highways and things like that. Also, I love that you can see the slope of your roads now. Like, oh my god, how was that not in City Skylines 1? Or how was that not in a mod for City Skylines 1? And the parallel tool, oh my god, love to see it. Love to see parallel. Those things kind of irk me. I'm sorry, I had to delete it because it was too ugly. It was too ugly. I had to delete it and redo it. I just had to. I'll eventually figure it out. I'll eventually figure it out. Yeah, there we go. We finally figured it out. I think. Yeah, we do. Nice curve. Now we're moving on to the road that goes over this. because I kind of wanted to run a road along the riverside just so industrial can have access to the rest of the city, basically, and give it more space for industry. Also, the highway paralleling it, just so you know, it kind of indicates that before this, the highway, or before this was a booming industrial community and all that thing, and those type of jazz. Working with curves in this game is kind of a challenge, you could say, because you have to page down whenever you want to go back down. I like that change, but it makes it kind of basically something that you got to get used to, right? It's annoying at first, but eventually you get used to it. Also, the retaining wall. Oh my god. Best thing they added. Wow. Best thing they added. Working with highways are a dream. I do give you that. Working with highways are way easier than working with roads now, I guess. Because the grids break it every single time. Doesn't matter. Here, you can kind of see the train tracks are parallel, and the train is going to run in the median of the highway because the government didn't want, or when they were building the highway, they didn't want to destroy the train tracks, and I like to preserve things, so I preserve the train tracks being in the middle of the highway and the highway paralleling it, and the highway, having to weave his way around the train tracks. So in the future, when they add trains and more train stations, smaller train stations, like island platforms and things like that, it will be easier to put make infill stations and things like that. Can't wait for that. I cannot wait for them to add more assets because I already know what I'm going to do. I already know. about to branch the highway over the train tracks. This right one goes to the right of it, and then this left or upper one goes right above the train track, so it has to go over it. Just because you can't destroy the train, and I wanted to preserve it so bad. So bad. Oh, the curve tool is such a dream. Such a dream. Oh my god. Look at that curve. So nice. Just a little compact interchange right here. I also love in this game that you have to terraform all your hills before that you make them, because we don't have no controller to save our ass or save our butt. So we have to actually terraform before we actually make I guess you can say a bad engineering. Also love the way roads connect to highways, or exit ramps connect to highways. I love it. I love it in this game. I ended up doing it again because I forgot to terraform it. My bad. My bad. I would make a tight interchanges. That's probably one of my biggest things that I do in City Skylines, is just make complicated interchanges for no reason. Like, I make everything overly complicated for no reason at all. No reason. Literally. Here, this is the northwest of the city, where as you can see, the highway's right there. There's still the train tracks are gonna be paralleling. There's gonna be a train station right here, so I'm putting a train station in, so I can I'm making provisions for the future. So I'm hoping in the future that they only have one station, or a station with just one platform. It makes it way easier to put transit in small, like in a certain area. You don't have to have these big stations. I wish they didn't put those, or I wish they had more of how you would say, just more stations in general, because they only have one in one subways. No, we had 2 subway stops. Okay. I just wish there was more train stations they made. Here, I went back to do it because it was kind of irking me a little bit. Plus, this road, I was gonna bring it over. I anticipate a lot of traffic using this road. I anticipate a lot. At the end of the episode, it's probably gonna be or before the end of the episode, before the end of the outro, is gonna be this double-decker bridge that I made, that is suspension, and currently you can't do it, but I found a way to do it. So stay tuned for the end of the video before the ending outro, because that was a bonus in this episode. Also, if you need me, if I need to make a tutorial, let me know, because I'll make a tutorial on how I made it. Here we finally get the roads connected, and now the highway's connected. Here's a double-decker bridge, and oh my god, it looks so good with the cinematic. Oh my god, it looks so good. But yeah, if you want me to make a video on, or a tutorial on how I made this double-decker bridge, let me know in the comments below. I wouldn't have a problem doing that. The reason why I did it this way is because the default suspension lift is insanely not realistic. Like, oh my god, look at the Golden Gate Bridge compared to this. Like, you see the arches, or the, you know, I forgot what it's called, but the thing that holds the suspension, it's all like, it's so far away from the water. Like, you see how I have to have that almost near, in the water? It's insane. I don't understand why they did that. It doesn't make sense to me. And also, I left the pillars because in the future it's gonna be a mod that removes them. So I'm not tripping about the pillars at the moment. But we're coming to the end of this episode and time lapse. This has been the first episode of the series. Thank you for watching. I'm Dar. Subscribe, like, share, everything. Hope you enjoyed the outro.